Bonjour, everybody. Hi, this is Neshi Lokotz, and you are watching Star Nation's Communications from Home on Star Nation's Radio Network on Facebook live stream and powered by our partners at Be Live TV. You know, they're some of the best partners we have. They help us to do such cool things with our interviews and our live streams. So we want to thank them for that. Be Live TV. Welcome to the show, everybody. Tonight is kind of a special night. Why? Because I am well rested. As many of you know, I am taking care of my mom, right? And Paul and I had a long weekend, break from respite, and so I got some sleep, and we got to have some fun, and so I'm so glad to be here tonight with you guys because I'm ready to go. And got lots of good energy going on. So welcome to the show. Hey, look, you guys are so great. We have Eileen Birch in the house. Thank you for joining us, Eileen. And we have Cynthia. Cynthia, thank you for coming. Yeah, woohoo, Patty. That's right. She's going to be here with me in just a second. Hey, Rob, thanks for being here. And we also have Robin. Robin, thank you for joining us tonight. And we also have Kat. Hey, Kat. Good to have you here with us. And yeah, and we know you guys are here for my guest, Patricia Heredia, right? And so, but let me tell you a couple of things first before we jump into Patty stuff. Things we got to get done, okay? And Cynthia's on it. She is on it. Thank you, Cynthia. She shared. That's right. That's exactly what I was going to ask you guys to do. It's a huge favor that I'm going to ask, and I'm hoping you guys will do it for us. One of the things that we know for sure about Facebook is that in order for our shows and posts and that sort of thing to be on the news feed in front of people is that we have to like and share and even comment. That helps us put our information, the information from the writers and the show hosts, out in front of everybody else that might be visiting through Facebook. So if you could please like, and if you really love Patty, love the show and share it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I've got my phone right here and I'm scrolling through. There we are. Got to turn down my sound. Otherwise we're going to have echoes going on. So I loved it. And I am going to share it. And I'm sharing mine to the Star Nation's radio network. That's where most of our community hangs out. And so I'm just going to say, please join us live for the live stream. And what I have to do is be careful of my spelling. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to post it. I think I posted it. There we go. All right. It's that simple. So, yes. All right. Well, here we go. Oh, okay. I'm going to do this so that we can put this next quote up, okay? And as you know, tonight is my guest, Patty Heredia. And Patty is one of our new contributing writers for Star Nation's magazine. And her premiere article came out in the March issue, which was published on March 10th. And so I'm gonna read you actually the bio that we have for Patty in the magazine. Okay, so for those of you who don't know Patty, here's a little bit about her. Patty Heredia's practice is the Therapy Center, which is located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. She has been a therapist since 1995 and offers a range of therapeutic services at her center. Patty is a nationally certified and registered clinical hypnotherapist, also registered colon hydrotherapist, clinical massage therapist, and a trained upledger craniosacral therapist. And not only that, but she's now a contributing writer for Star Nation's magazine. And what I'd like to do is bring Patty on with me so that we can show this one. Hi, Patty.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. I've got something here for you. I just have to kind of scroll through the comments. because I want to put this one up. Addison Cook.
Oh, that's delightful. Good.
Thank you for joining us, Addison. That is so nice. That's nice. And there's so many. Kat says, "Go, Patty." And let's see. I don't know if you know Susie Hotchletter. She says, "Hello, hi."
No.
And we have the Gary Miltner.
Yes. Hi, Gary.
And let's see. And I think you know that Cindy's here as well. Cynthia's here.
Yes.
Yep. And we also have Judy Brager.
Yes.
Yay. So many friends in the house. Thank you guys for coming and being with Patty and I as Patty and I chat about Patty's article. So thank you, Patty, for joining us on a Tuesday night and giving up some of your fun time to be with us.
You're fine. Great.
Glad to. Well, Patty, one of the things that I was curious about when we first started talking and I offering you the opportunity to join the writing team here at Star Nations, I asked you, what would you like to call your column in the health and healing section of the magazine? And, you kind of thought about it a little bit and you said, oh, what the heck? Why don't we just call it what I call my business? And I said, what's that? And you said, the Therapy Center. So how did you get the name just for your business alone that now we're carrying over into the magazine?
Well, what I did when I came up with the Therapy Center is that I thought after a 3.5-year process of healing myself, how could I make my avocation my vocation? And I then had at my clinic, if I had known how difficult it was going to be for the first 2 years, I might not have had the nerve to do it. But I have at my clinic everything that I use myself to heal myself. My spirituality, my belief system, my health, my everything about myself. I changed, and that's what I have at the clinic. So the Therapy Center, it's multiple different therapies, and it is a center. Sometimes I call it my little shop of horrors, but we couldn't use that name. Couldn't use that one. No, couldn't use that one. No. And as it has evolved, because I've been there for 22 years, is that I'm really started about 12 years ago, where it is so important for me to help people change their minds. Because if they don't change their minds, they would just keep showing up at the clinic in the exact same condition they were a month ago, 2 months ago, a week earlier. And so the best thing that I could do is to show them a way to rewire their brain and change their minds. And that's when really the hypnosis and the coaching really took off about 12 years ago.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. It really does. The hypnotherapist, I realize that's really a very ancient art. It's a science.
Oh, yeah.
And it goes back, thousands of years, really. And so to be able to help people to change their minds, and that was the title of your article. I want to show everybody the cover. We're just going to give it its solo just for a second here. And that's the cover of the March magazine. And in there, Patty has her article, and I just want to scroll through. I know we have a lot of dolphin stuff this month. There it is. And so, Change Your Mind and Heal Your Belief System was the title of your very first article. And when you talk about the center and looking at the title of your article, I can kind of understand why you called it that. But I was hoping maybe if you wanted to share a little bit more about the article, how did you get to that title? Because it's very descriptive.
Right. It starts with our thoughts, which is our mind, and then we add fuel, which is our emotions. And our belief system is based on everything that we've experienced, taken in, heard, seen, read. We were taught from our parents, from our teachers, our friends, even what we're not even conscious of. Intuitively, we take it in, and it forms our belief system. Mm-hmm. And that gets hardwired into our brain, our neurology. And when you want to heal, you have to change your mind. You have to cognitively use your 5-6% of the conscious mind, but you have to make a decision that you want to change something about yourself, because the ego likes the way things are, and there might be resistance. But you decide, you make a decision, a cognitive decision to change. You're going to change your mind. And to heal your belief system, you really do have to not ignore, not destroy, not squash, but go back. I call it search and recover. Go mm-hmm. back into that huge part of your brain, mm-hmm. which is holding all, it's like a large file cabinet, like a large library, like the software programs in your computer. And go back, follow the trail, use your emotions as the guide. Go back to recover. It's called search and recover. And at that point, you can release it. You can allow yourself to heal what's been, you thought was permanently in your mind, in your brain, but it's not. It's just a memory. Mm-hmm. The mind is a memory. And well, the gray matter of our brain, there's neuroplasticity. We can change it, literally and figuratively. So when you decide to change your mind, you make that cognitive decision, you combine it, you use your emotions as the lead to find out what it is that might be blocking you, because you can call it blocks, you can call it resistance, you can call it a belief system. But what we've got operating unconsciously, if we just go into autopilot, it will rule us. However, our conscious mind and our emotions are way more powerful than that autopilot subconscious. So you go in, you heal those parts that are, it would be like this, and I think I quoted it in the article. Heal your belief system. I've got it written here someplace in that, so that it no longer restricts or harms you. Uh-huh. And it's not a good thing or a bad thing. It just is, because everything in our life, all of our experiences, actually has helped us get to where we are. I mean, it's the wonderful life experiences that we have. So it's not good, it's not bad, it just is. But sometimes when they're outworn and not needed anymore, they're a belief system that's on autopilot. So deliberately decide, go back, retrieve it, heal it, let it go, and then turn your back on it and focus on moving forward. Focus on what you want. Acknowledge what was there, but the acknowledging will allow it to come to the surface. Turn your back on it. Right. Do not revisit. Now, some people will say, well, I can't, I must, I have to revisit. It's there. It was so horrible. Well, mm-hmm. I love a quote from U.S. Anderson, and I hope I can get it correctly here. He said, in fact, I circled it here. Okay. Yes. The things of my life are the children of my thoughts, and my thoughts today are even now bearing my children of tomorrow. Mm-hmm. What that means is that what you place your attention on and your goals, your focus, is what you create going forward. Right. If you continue to think about and focus on what you don't want, mm-hmm. or what happened in the past, or what's in your memory bank, you're going to recreate it. Right. So it is important to find them, release them, heal them, and then move forward. And people often, what will stop people is the how. And there are many good techniques that incorporate these principles, but some of you might be familiar with Ho'oponopono, but there are many good techniques. There isn't just one. I like neuro-linguistic programming. I love using hypnosis, but basically you take complete creative responsibility for your life. That's a big one. People don't want to take responsibility for their creation. Take complete, creative responsibility, and forgive yourself and anybody else involved in this creation. Be grateful, give thanks, and send love. And what will literally get rewired and changed at a higher level, a spiritual level, an energetic level, your brain will change. And you will begin to experience life in a different way, feelings in a different way. So that's how that title, to answer a very large answer for why in the world that title.
Well, I knew it was much more comprehensive. There was a lot more underneath it. And I have to show a couple things here. Gary is also saying, and Eileen, you need to know she's there too. And Robert is saying, hello, Patty. And there's one here from Kat that I thought you need to look at, if I can find it. Said something about you're her. Hang on. Oh, here it is. This is what Kat said. You're my famous girlfriend. And, and the reason why I'm showing these is because, and there's Polly Jo's in the house too. Hi, Polly Jo. She's one of our show hosts and also another contributing writer. The reason why I'm showing these is because it's important that we have a support system. It's important that we have those people in our lives who support us. And Chris is also here. Hi, Chris. Thanks you for being here. And so what you were saying, Patty, is really what I term holistic. Yeah. Because when I was looking at your bio, and I, of course, read your article, everybody's article several times by the time it's published, is that I knew that you come at the services that you provide from a holistic perspective. You might start with the mental mind and making that conscious decision, but every service you offer supports that change. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes. So often it's not separated. People will come in for a health issue. So people will either be very, very, very ill, such as cancer, or they'll have a chronic, long-standing, they just don't feel well, low energy, body is congested, issues, they'll come in. And then I'll have my super health nuts also. But one of the things I do are detoxification programs. And a main part of that would be the practical modality of colon hydrotherapy, because that is it's the main foundation of your immune system. So if somebody who is very, very ill is using naturopathic protocol for getting better, colon hydrotherapy is a foundation for that. And I often have said I'm a walking, talking flower pot as an example, because I'm very healthy and I feel healthy, I'm flexible, and I look healthy. I'm not on any medications. I sure take a lot of cod liver oil, but it's a holistic approach to life. I also give lots of advice as to sound thinking about your eating protocols. It doesn't have to be one way or the other, but what will work for one body, one human, your body, might not be the best protocol for someone else, and their protocol might not be the best protocol for you. But there's common sense. It's eat whole, nutrient-dense food, eat organic food, cook from scratch, have the majority of your diet, your intake, be fruits and vegetables and whole grains. Don't skimp on anything. Don't eliminate anything. Go for balance. I'm really a person that really advocates balance and real. Just you keep it real. And it's as much important, very important, as to what you get into your body as what you remove. So yeah, get rid of junk food, but it's very important to get in proper nutrition.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where I kind of was connecting the dots when I was pulling things together for your column, because we created a column head for you and a promotion for you, and things to support you as you provide the articles, right? We try to put a nice, pretty frame around it is what we try to do. And as I was going through things, I realized the services that you offer really support a person in all aspects, not just mentally, the change of the mind,
Right.
but the hydrotherapy helps support the physical body,
Yes.
right?
Right.
And
Yes.
yeah, and then you also the massage therapy, and also that affects the spiritual, and
It's all connected.
all connected. And I wanted our listeners and our audience to understand that piece about how you provide services will also relate to how you write your articles.
Yeah, exactly. And we had discussed going in for the next article.
Mm-hmm.
I had the experience of a dear loved one dying due to a lifestyle. And do I continue to talk more about the mind, or I need to get out there information about lifestyle and diet? And yeah, so the next article will probably be segueing into the body and the nutritional needs of the body
Uh-huh.
and how that affects our health or ill health. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it really is, it's holistic. Everything connects to each other. And even though you're going to be doing just a little bit of a change, a shift in focus, going from the mind to the body, they're still interconnected.
Yeah, they definitely will be. And I can see that I will draw all components into anything. If I, yes, yeah, it's all connected.
Yeah. Yeah. And just for something a little fun, right? Patty and I worked diligently, tenaciously, in getting this interview pulled together. We learned a lot about technology. We learned a lot about patience, and learned a lot about Facebook along the way, by the way. And one of the things that Patty and I were talking about is that there's one piece that we all need in our lives, and that is not just balance, but to have fun, is to have that piece that makes you feel lighter and happier. And in that, I was sharing with Patty as I was getting ready for the show tonight, there was this memory. Patty and I were together on a trip with many Kansmen. In 2016, we went to England, Wales, and Ireland. And there was this place in Ireland that was supposed to have a band. And we were hoping for, like a traditional music band, but it wasn't. It was cover music, rock. And Patty and I looked at each other and says, let's do a dance floor. So here's Patty and I moving tables, moving chairs, so that we could form our own dance floor, because the band was playing.
We cut loose.
We did, and because the band was playing for an entirely different party.
They loved us.
They did. They came over and joined our party. Do you remember that little girl, the little girl and little boy that came over to dance with us? And then pretty soon, I don't know if it was their grandparents or whatever, but they came over, and
the grandparents did. Yes.
Yeah, that was
good.
Fun.
The importance of raising our vibration by getting happy.
Yes.
It is so important to get happy. Even if all you can do is walk outdoors and smell a flower, it will change your vibration. When you change your vibration, you transmit a different frequency, and it builds on itself. That's everything right. Builds on itself. So always aim for seeing the gold in things, looking for the blue sky. Even if you have to imagine it's a cloudy day, that you are slicing through that clouds like an airplane, and you break out into the blue sky. And in your mind, you see that blue sky. And when you make that change in your mind, you begin to vibrate a different vibration. You begin to transmit a different frequency, and off you go. Yeah. And maybe that's why I'm called Pollyanna sometimes. But yeah, I am. I'm always looking at the world from a happy perspective, but it's better for us. It's healthier for us.
Yes, yes. I've been called that before too. Several times. We've got a couple messages here that I want to show. Let's see. Here's one from a favorite person. Addison says, I always love teaching Grandma about technology. And thank you so much, Addison. Thank you.
She's
because of you.
She's my helper. Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I certainly appreciate it. And Bobby is saying, Star Nation is nice job getting this info to happen on Facebook. You're very welcome. And let me tell you, Bobby, it is fun. It really is. If you even watch any one of the shows, the hosts, when you see them, you know that they're committed and their frequency is really pretty good because they're having fun while they're teaching or while they're guiding meditations. They're good. Thanks for the compliment. We appreciate it. Polly Joe, good. Thank you so much, Polly Joe. She loved and shared the show. I appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate it. So, Patty, as we're kind of pulling things together here to end the show, what would you like to leave our audience with?
All right. Oh boy, I didn't think about that one. It's doable. It's anything that anybody does consistently, methodically, for a long enough period of time. The poke it with a stick method does not work. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to accomplish. When a so-called problem comes up, it's not a problem. It's an opportunity. It's just a situation. Sit back and don't do a knee-jerk reaction. Sit back, let all of the clues filter in. When you do that, you can feel your way through it. You will get the answers. You'll see a clear direction. You'll hear. I really get a lot of, I don't hear voices or anything like that, but I get a lot of things walking through my mind that are answers to something I might have thought of hours earlier or the day before. I'm just going about my business, and all of a sudden the answer just comes right into my mind. That's opening your mind to, call it the mind belt, call it intuition, call it just being in the receptive mode. Do it. And you can do anything you want. It's your choice. It's always your choice. Each individual person, you're the one in the driver's seat. No, nobody is doing anything to you. You're the one creating your reality. Honest to goodness. You really are. Yeah. Except complete creative responsibility. It's freedom. It really is.
If somebody could do me a favor, Polly Joe, if you could type that into the comments, complete creative responsibility. That's a good quote. Complete creative responsibility, and we're talking about your life.
I probably got that one from U.S. Anderson. I love reading his stuff. He's an old dead guy. But
that's a good one. And I have to share this one. Rob Kendall is saying, find a tree, offer tobacco, and say a prayer of blessing for the land. The wind picks up, the sun peeks out, and you feel the energy. If only for a few minutes, enjoy it while it lasts.
Exactly.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes.
Good. Thank you, Polly Joe. She wrote that into the comments. So that way we have that along with the interview. So thank you, Polly Joe. Appreciate that. So my last words is thank you for joining us tonight, everyone. Those in the live chat, thank you so much for being with us. and with Patty, and supporting Patty in her new path here with Star Nations magazine as a contributing writer. And Patty, I can't tell you how grateful I am and appreciate that you're here with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that you gave up West Coast Swing for us tonight. I appreciate that too.
Yeah, it was dance class. Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, and for those who will be watching the recorded video, the recorded show, thank you for joining us. And we too ask you to share and like the show as well. And with that, everybody, you know what? We have a unique Tuesday because the Tarot Journey is on tonight at 8 o'clock Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Julie Hedges is doing her show live stream tonight on Tuesday night. It's a special night for her, and I'll tell you why. She had a family obligation. One of her nieces had something special going on last night, and she was being a good auntie. She went to her niece's play, and so she's doing her show tonight. So please join Julie Hedges for the Tarot Journey at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here in about a half hour or so. And I'll see you guys in the chat room because I'm going to her show because it's that good. All right, and enjoy the rest of the week. It's Tuesday, and happy spring equinox. Forgot to say that. Happy spring equinox, and have a good rest of the week. And good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night.